was little, I remember playing with little pet shop and Barbies. So cute, so fun, so... But that's not what we're talking about today. Because not all toys are as fun and innocent as we'd like to think. Some of these toys are so cursed that they have killed people. And others have even been arrested for just owning one of these toys. And guys, some of these really surprised me. You might even own one of these toys without knowing they're dangerous. So make sure you like and subscribe to stay protected. And watch until the end to find out what the most dangerous toy is. Have you guys ever seen Japanese horror? Or like played one of those Oni horror games on Roblox? They're usually so good or so scary. But guys, this first haunted doll is not just from a horror story. It actually existed in real life and became haunted after a 3-year-old girl died. Watch this.
In 1918, a boy from Japan bought a doll for his little sister, Okiku. She named the doll after herself and took it everywhere. To bed, to meals, even to the market. But one winter, Okiku got sick and never recovered. She died at just 3 years old. Heartbroken, the family placed her beloved doll on a home shelf to remember her. But soon, something strange happened. The doll's hair, originally cut short, began to grow. At first it reached the shoulders, then the waist. They trimmed it, but it kept growing. One night, the mother claimed she heard soft footsteps near that shelf. Another time, the lights flickered when someone tried to move the doll. The family became convinced their daughter's spirit was inside it. Eventually, they entrusted it to Menenji Temple, where monks agreed to take care for it. Visitors began reporting odd chills. Some visitors say the doll changes when no one's looking. Others claim they heard it breathing, or hearing someone whisper their name when alone. And the hair still grows. Even now, over 100 years later, the monks say they still trim it. And last year, one of them swore it smiled, with its eyes still wide open.
Those monks are crazy. Why would you keep something like that? Haven't they watched Annabelle? Like, do they not know how dangerous these dolls are? If it was up to me, I would have already burned it by throwing it into a volcano or something. And guys, some people actually say that her brother actually got the doll from a shaman without knowing. And this shaman was evil, and she only sold haunted objects, like this doll. It was rumored to be so haunted that it was feeding the spirit out of the little girl, which caused her to become sick and die. Rest in peace to the little girl. And the fact they just keep it and dress it up in new kimonos? Like, I feel like they're trying to keep this doll haunted and not solving the problem. But guys, why do you think these monks are still keeping the doll? Let me know in the comments. Alright guys, this next one is a very famous toy. You all know Legos, right? Yeah, obviously everybody knows Legos. But not all Legos are equally innocent though, especially not minifigures. Some of these are actually haunted, and if you own Lego like this, you might experience something like what happens in this video.
Wait a minute. This one actually kind of looks like you.
I don't see it.
What the freak? Its eyes moved. I'm serious, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man, what are you talking about?
Did you not see that? The little figurine's eyes moved.
Why are you always messing with me?
What the?
Guys, did you see the eyes of the Lego figurine? And what even happened to that man? Did he get possessed by the Lego? I could imagine my dad doing something like that. His face in the end was so funny. It could be real though, who knows? What do you guys think? But Lego's eyes really looked like they moved. Maybe that poor Lego was just happy to finally escape their box. Like, it can't be fun just being left in a box forever. Okay guys, let's switch it up a little from all the creepy and possessed toys. This next one is actually super funny. Some guy actually got arrested for owning this toy. And not because it was dangerous or something. You might not even be able to guess why he got arrested. But let's watch it together.
A man in Canada arrested for allegedly driving drunk while in a Barbie car. Video posted on social media shows the man driving the toy car on a busy street in British Columbia, where police say they pulled him over and then quickly realized the man was impaired and also had a suspended license. Well, according to the police department, a vehicle powered by anything other than muscle needs to follow the same rules as drivers.
Guys, did you expect that? A man drunk driving a Barbie car? Drop a comment if you move, because that's seriously impressive. But guys, don't you think it's a bit much to get arrested for driving a Barbie car? Even if you're drunk, you're only driving like 3 miles per hour. I think it's a bit much. Or what do you guys think? Should he get arrested? Let me know in the comments. Okay, Vanilla Beans, let's talk Furbies. Back in my day, well, it makes me sound so old when I say that. But yeah, back in my day, we all had one. You guys might have not had one. But these were basically the Labubus of my generation. maybe even more popular, as some of these are pure evil. It's basically a robot skeleton wrapped in cutesy fluffy plastic. Let's watch a video about these horrifying little guys.
Let's talk about one of the creepiest kids' toys ever to exist, the Furby. These toys are super popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. But what made them so creepy? Well, if you take one apart, it looks just like this. One of the creepiest things about Furbies is that they had a power store inside of them, so removing the batteries did nothing. Unless you laid them down like they were sleeping, they were still going to talk to you at 3 a.m. and give you night terrors. To add on to this, if you ignore the Furby for too long, it actually changes its voice. So it sounds kind of guttural and demonic. Also, the Furby's language is called Furbish, which really sounds like they're speaking in tongues when you hear them. They also scream "feed me" in the middle of the night too. Let me show you a creepy example of a Furby toy. Check this out. Also, there's somebody on Craigslist that turns your Furbies into huge Furbies, which, this is even scarier than the original.
Someone out there is making them bigger? Like, that thing is like twice the size of me. Why would you even do that? And like, why would you give it human hands? Imagine that thing waking up in the dark at 3 a.m. asking for a smack or something. I'd simply pass away. Or maybe I'd just smack it into space. I don't know. What would you guys have done in this situation, Vanilla Beans? Let me know in the comments. Okay, Vanilla Beans, if you know anything about haunted dolls, you must know about this story. It's a doll known as Robert, and let me tell you, this isn't just a doll, he is a menace. Apparently Robert was gifted to a little boy, and they were like besties, which is perfectly cool with me, but wait until you hear what happened next. I'm telling you, this Robert doll is not just an ordinary doll. Watch this, guys.
This is supposedly the world's most haunted doll. And listen, don't make fun of him, because you might find yourself needing to write him an apology letter like a lot of other people. Allow me to introduce you to Robert. He was gifted to Robert Eugene Otto, who lived in Key West, Florida in 1905. The doll was made in Germany in 1904. When he received the doll, they were instantly inseparable. Yes, Robert and his doll have the same name. For the sake of the story, I'm gonna call young Robert by his middle name, Eugene. So they're inseparable, right? Okay, now every time something odd happens, Eugene blames it on Robert. Normal childhood behavior, I would say. Parents are also not believing him. Till one night, his parents hear furniture literally being thrown around, and so they think somebody's breaking in. Obviously, they run to their child's room, and they find Eugene hiding in a corner, and Robert propped up on the foot of his bed, staring. The room, a disaster. Eugene looks really scared, and again blames it on Robert. Eugene treats Robert like a human. It's his best friend. He talks to him, he dresses him. That's where he gets this outfit from. But occasionally, his parents hear an answer. They hear like the occasional voice. And when they ask Eugene, "Who are you talking to?" Robert.
This Robert guy needs a skincare routine. Like, is this doll made of sponge? If I dip this guy in a lake, he'd probably suck it all up. Oh wait, I just made fun of him. Well, I guess it's time to write that apology letter. Or maybe an apology video. To be fair, that doll has better fashion taste than me. He's looking dripped out and so handsome. I'm kinda envious, not gonna lie. And apparently he's got more superpowers than a Marvel superhero. I would rather fist fight a bear than be in the same room as Robert. Guys, just don't insult him, so you don't have to write an apology letter. Okay, I cursed. Okay, so we've talked about Robert, a doll that will literally curse your bloodline for disrespecting him. Oh guys, there's a new contender in the haunted doll scene, and she comes from a frozen kingdom, and it looks like she's the queen. That's right, it's Elsa from Frozen. I'm not even kidding. Let's take a look at what it's about.
Apparently, guys, there's a new haunted doll in town, that being the Elsa Frozen doll. This TikTok slideshow starts off with a few images of very famous dolls, all claiming to be the scariest, including the Annabelle doll and Robert the doll. But then it closes out with a brand new haunted doll, Elsa. Apparently, this story starts back in 2013 when a Houston area girl was gifted the Elsa doll. This doll also has a necklace which, when pressed, makes Elsa sing different phrases from the movie, but over time it started switching between English and Spanish and altogether just talking by itself. In 2019, the family decided that it was time to part ways with this creepy Elsa doll, so they threw it in the trash. However, the doll did not leave, and it came back as it was seen sitting on a bench a short while later. They again threw it away, left on vacation, but when they came back, the doll was sitting by their house.
I mean, coming back after being thrown away is pretty resilient. I'll give her that. I respect the dedication. While switching languages, that's not demonic, that's just Duolingo. You will learn Spanish, and you will like it. This next toy was a plushie for babies. It's called the Lullaby Elephant. Aw, how sweet. It's bad. This thing is literally bad. The story goes that if you cut it open, the inside is not a normal music box. It's something else. And get this, people who posted about it online had their accounts deleted, wiped from the internet. That's not sus at all, right? Let's watch the video that explains it.
Let's talk about this plushie is for babies. Where could mother buy the plushie? And it can make the babies fall asleep, which is called Lullaby Elephant. But if you cut at the back, there are a lot of bell at D and just only one zim at LR. This plushie was invented in 2010 to 2011, and the plushie was completely banned. And also, there was a TikToker at bubblesistthebis43, and the reason why the account was banned, it's because she posted about the Lullaby Elephant, and she cut at the back and the inside was just a music movement, but it's different. And also, when you search at Google, it's not found at the page and images, it's only at Philippines. Stay safe.
Ew, guys, why would someone even make this? Like, for what purpose would you fill it with blood? For realism, I guess? Still, it's a toy. And to my Filipino beans, you guys never got this thing. If you did, it must have been so traumatizing. Wait, that's a great word of the day. Let's confuse the algorithm by commenting Filipino beans in the comments, guys. The people who either watched till this point in the video will be so confused. This next one is really important for you guys. The Labubu doll. It looks like a weird little gremlin. Whatever, right? Some people say there's a secret, sinister meaning behind Labubu, or specifically, something demonic. You might have already seen this, as Labubus are extremely famous already, and have a few critics. Well, anyways, here's the video explaining the demonic nature of the Labubus.
Do not buy the demonic Labubu doll! These demonic dolls have gone viral all over social media and they're named after a devil called Pazuzu. They're literally known as the devil's pet. There's thousands of stories online where people have experienced paranormal activity after buying the doll. Stay away and do not buy the Labubus and share this everywhere. Spread awareness now!
This thing is literally named after a demon. I remember the Pazuzu. I'm pretty sure it was in one of those Exorcist horror movies. And I've seen quite a few videos on TikTok of people experiencing straight up paranormal activity while having their Labubu in their rooms. I'm kinda happy they don't sell these where I'm from. I mean, they might not be haunted, but why risk it, you know? And I heard they're quite expensive anyways. Maybe I should start selling my own plushies. Would you guys buy a Vanilla Mia plushie? Let me know in the comments, guys. Anyways, guys, that was all for this video. But guys, remember when you get a new toy, always make sure it's not haunted or anything like that. Or just don't believe in ghosts. That's also a solution. Alright, Vanilla Beans. As always, stay safe, like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.